Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steph, and firstly apologies for my voice. I do have a chest infection, but yeah, I wanted to just sit and play with some makeup. There's a couple of bits that are new to me. Yeah, I just wanted to sit and have some fun with you guys. So I have done my brows. I've been using this P.Louise, what's it called? Is it Oh So Browtiful? And it's the pencil and the, like, how do I explain it? It's got like a mascara wand, but it's a tint. It's in the shade Espresso, and I've been using this first and then filling in, well, adding the rest of my brows with the pencil. I've actually been really enjoying it. They do look a little bit dark and crazy, but nah. Um, so the eye primer I've used is the P.Louise Base Pro in Room 02. I love it. And yeah, so I had a parcel arrive yesterday and then one today. But yesterday I had a package from V Cosmetics, and I have been wanting to try this palette for such a long time. But there's always been newer ones that I've gone for instead from V Cosmetics. So I've finally got the I Put a Spell on You. And this is the colour story. I'm really looking forward to playing with it. So yeah, let's just get right on into it. Oh, it's got a nice sized mirror. It has a nice sized mirror, so I will be using the mirror in the palette. So I think I'm first going to go in with Max. And I love the names in this palette. So obviously Hocus Pocus. I love that film. I don't know many people who didn't love it, to be fair. It's just one of those old classics, and I mean, Bette Midler is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, and an amazing singer too. But yeah, that film, Hocus Pocus, oh, it takes me back to my younger years, and I love watching it. And not just at Halloween, but especially at Halloween. It's just, oh, such a brilliant film. So I've always been interested in anything kind of witchy, witchcrafty, like not the evil stuff, but yeah, I've just always had this big fascination with it all. And yeah, I don't know why it's taken me so long to pick this palette up. This colour's beautiful, by the way. So beautiful. And of course, Sarah Jessica Parker was in it. Also watched her in Sex and the City. Loved that too, and the films. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get much, well, I haven't had much sleep the last few days due to obviously having the chest infection. I can't lay down because when I lay down, it just I end up coughing and coughing, and then it sets off my CRPS. So yeah, I've been sat on the sofa just, I don't know, trying to catch up, watching some other people's YouTube videos. And I don't know what brush I used. I used a Made by Mitchell ME3 for that shade. And now I'm going to take a Made by Mitchell ME1, and I'm going to go into Immortal. And I'm just going to take that in the lower part of my crease. I do love V Cosmetics. I've only found one palette that hasn't worked for me, and I don't know if it was just me or what, but the Blood Moon palette, oh my word, guys, it is just amazing. This looks beautiful. Ooh. I'm loving this. So I'm going to take that just onto the outer part of my lid there. And just around. This is beautiful. There's not much kick up at all in the pans, and it doesn't look like I'm getting any fallout either. And I am tapping off my brush as I, like before putting it on my eyes, but I do love these brushes as well. These made by Mitchell brushes. I find they blend things beautifully. So I'm trying to kind of do more videos, more looks using palettes that I already have. I know obviously this one I picked up, it arrived yesterday, but I've been after it for a long time. It's not a new out palette, but it is a beautiful palette. I love the colour story. I just think it's just been really nicely done. If you can hear weird scratching noises, my cat, Mr. Fluff, is in his cardboard box down to the side of me here, and I think he's getting himself comfortable, possibly moving. He's got these 3 toy mice in there that he likes to sit and chat to, and I think he just kind of plays with them or moves them around. I don't know how, because he only just fits in the box, but he likes it. And who's to say he can't be friends with toy mice? He doesn't like play with them like other cats do. He mainly just kind of cuddles them and chats to them. I am loving how this is looking. This is looking really nice. So I think I've been dying to try this black, so I'm going to go in with Binks. It's the matte black in the palette, and I'm just going to take that on. I made by Mitchell ME2, the little tiny one, and I'm just going to start just wiggling that around just in the very outer part here. I'm just taking a tiny bit of time, so I've gone for this really tiny open brush because it just builds it up slowly. It stops you kind of going overboard with the black, and this is a nice black. This is blending in beautiful. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. So when it comes to Halloween, I am a huge Halloween lover, partly because my birthday's a couple of days before Halloween, so I've always celebrated my birthday like the weekend of Halloween, or yeah, on Halloween, and I've loved it. I've always felt like, you know, I'd have been born a couple of days later, I could have been a witch. I love it, and I used to love going trick-or-treating, and my daughter loved it when she was really young, and I just think it's sad that it got to a point where it's not really safe. I don't know if it ever was, but it felt it, and now it's kind of almost not okay to do, and so many people just are really like, get really angry at kids trick-or-treating, but I used to love it. And then it's the coming home with all of that, like the sweets and the chocolate, and trying to eat as much as you can before your mum or, you know, your parent notices that how much you've got and how much you're eating. Yeah, I loved it. So I'm going to pop on a bit of the Chroma Cosmetics glitter primer. I've been absolutely loving this. I just think it's so much better than the NYX glitter primer, which, yeah, surprised me. But yeah, I find it really good, and I love the fact that it is supporting an indie brand, because Chroma Cosmetics is a UK indie brand. I believe, if I remember rightly, that the owner, her name is Gemma, and her son is Kai. So she kind of mashed their names, like the Kai and then the Ma from the end of Gemma. And I just think that is just so like heartwarming, so lovely. I love stuff like that. I'm a sucker for just happy things, nice things. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with Winifred, which is this like sparkly black, and I'm going to take that on just this Morphe little kind of rounded flat brush. And I don't know if this is just a matte with sparkle or if it is a shimmer. Yeah, I think it is more a matte with sparkle. But I'm not mad at that. That looks nice. That is a super black matte. And yeah, you can see the sparkles in it. Okay. Not like some of them where the moment you put it on the eye, the sparkle vanishes. This seems to be holding them. Okay, and then what do I want to do next? I'm next going to go into Candle. I'm going to take that on this Artitude Cosmetics flat brush. There's not much kick up in the pan. I'm just going to use this right in the kind of centre of my lid here, like to give the black something to blend into. And yeah, I'm just going to sort of blend it into that black there. I'm getting a little bit of fallout from this, but then I am really packing a lot on. And it's not anything bad. Just a little bit. Okay, and now for the rest of my lid, I'm going to go into Emily. And I am taking that on a Spectrum A16. And I'm going to just put that over the rest of my lid where it's been left blank. These are your more classic style shimmers, but I don't mind that. Ooh, this is a pretty shade. Yeah, I'm loving this. I will go back in with Candle, the purple in a moment, just to make sure they're blended together nicely. Oof. Yeah, this is definitely making me feel better. It's just something about having colourful makeup on when you feel like crap. I don't know. At least you're sat feeling like crap, but looking pretty. That's my argument for it anyway. Yeah, this blue is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to go back in with Candle, the purple, just to kind of tap that into the blue a little bit. And I'll go back with the blue. Back in with the blue after. I'm just going to go back into a bit of the blue shimmer Emily and just kind of drag that over the joint a bit more. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to go with Madaj Beauty London H2O primer. I love this. I do have a discount code with Madaj Beauty London. all of my discount codes are always at the bottom of the description box of every video, so if you're wanting to see if I have a code for it, that'll be where to look. I adore this primer. It is so nice. It's really hydrating, but it leaves enough of a tack to kind of grip your makeup. I love it. I know Madaj Beauty have got something new coming, so I'm looking forward to finding out what that is. I do get PR from Madaj Beauty, but I don't get everything that's released, so I'm not sure if it's something I will get or not, but we shall see. The primer I did by myself and I love it. Right, so for foundation, well, I've got these two sponges to try. They're from Nikkia Joy. Nikkia Joy Cosmetics. It's the Perfecting Sponge Duo Pack, and we've got the pink one, which is your just rounded egg shape, and then the black one has got this flat side for use with the powder. I do have the powder to try, but I will do that in a moment because yeah, we've got to do the rest first. I'm going to use my BPerfect Chroma Cover foundation. I love this, it's beautiful. I have it in the shade N2, so let's plonk you down there. I'm thinking I'm well overdue doing a favourites video. So I really need to do that. Is that something you guys enjoy seeing? Do you want like it just to be makeup, or do you want like hair products, skincare added in? Let me know. This sponge is so soft and bouncy, and oh, I like this. And of course I remember, well, I say I remembered, I got my daughter to wet the sponges for me. Not necessarily out of like laziness, but I'm always in pain. Moving around too much hurts. And when I'm about to film, the last thing I want to do is be all struggling with the pain from what I've been doing. Does that make sense? But yeah, so I got Kira to do it for me. This foundation, honestly, guys, this is a new favourite. I won't say too much more about the stuff because obviously there'd be no point in doing a favourites video then, would there? But I think there's going to be a few things that you guys like. If you're not new to my channel, you're going to guess what are favourites. This foundation just has such beautiful coverage. I think it does have slightly more of a full coverage used with a brush, but I've really been loving the effect of using a blending sponge, a blender, beauty blender recently. I don't know if it kind of melts it in nicer. I don't know, but as far as sponges go, I like this. Come up to, well, when like I first opened the box and the two were in, this is the box here, and they both fitted in there, and so you can see how much it's kind of grown in size by. I'm going to use the BPerfect Chroma Conceal, the liquid concealer, same shade, N2. Just go over any blemishes that are still showing through. I never used to be that into base products, But then recently, I don't know what it is, base products, especially like cream products, cream blushes, bronzes, contour, you know, all of that. I don't know if it's because obviously my skin's changed, it's getting older, and because I've always had super oily skin, like really super oily skin. And then in the last year or two, it's really been changing. And it's like more normal to oily. I still get quite oily in my T-zone. But then I get dry patches, and I haven't got a clue what's going on. It's either my meds or my age, but one's kind of changing things. I don't mind too much because it's kind of made me try new things, or things that I wasn't trying before, like cream products and lighter weight foundations, more CC creams, you know, tinted skin tints, etc. And they're things that I wouldn't have dreamed of trying before, because it would have just slid off my face with all the oils. So yeah, alright. For my under eyes, I have been loving this, absolutely loving it. And you do only need a tiny bit. It's the It Cosmetics by Under Eye. I've got it in the shade 10.5 Light. And oh guys, I now know what the hype is. I mean, seriously, it's so good. It really does what it says. Well, you're about to find out. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. I just kind of warm it up with my finger, and then kind of pat it on and pat it in. It's kind of like pressing it in. But I've tried it with a sponge and with a brush, and it definitely works better with your finger. I think the warmth kind of pushes it in, it kind of blends it in better. Well, there you go, look at that. What a difference. What a difference. I would love to find something that did exactly the same as this, but at a cheaper price. So if you guys have any recommendations, as long as it's a brand that's cruelty free, let me know, because obviously this isn't cheap, and it's not something that I'm often going to be able to afford, but I love how it just completely, I don't know, changes things up. And I'm just going to take the beauty blender and I'm just going to go over the edges of it just to make sure it's like the colours blended into the foundation. And yeah, I only put the tiniest bit on and there's still stuff on there, so you don't need much. Okay, so I'm going to just try this under my eyes first, because I want to set this. So I've got the Nikkia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. It smells like kind of vanilla and it's beautiful. And it's got the little holes there just to... And then I'm going to take this sponge, the one with the flat bit, and I'm just going to take some of that powder on the sponge and just press it over the top. I've wanted to try this for such a long time, and then this set was on sale, and I'd been talking to my friend Nicole about Nikkia Joy. So I've watched her channel since, well, long before I started my channel, and I love her. Okay, that's really nice. So far, it's looking beautiful, my under eyes. It feels really smooth. Oh, okay. Alright, let's pop that aside for now. I'm going to go in with the Revolution, Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium. I've been absolutely loving this. So yes, let's grab a brush. So I'm not fond of most of the eyeshadow kind of formulas from Makeup Revolution, but their base products I definitely do find that I like them a lot. This cream bronzer is just amazing. I have taken way too much. It's okay. Luckily this does blend in beautifully. It's such an amazing cream bronzer. I know it looks a little bit silly at the moment, but bear with me on that, it won't do. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use my beauty blender just to kind of melt it in. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. It's like so affordable and really, really good. For cream blush, I'm going to go in with the Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Peach Sugar. I'm just going to go straight in with the Beauty Blender. Just kind of tap it into the back of my hand there, and then just use that to bounce it on. This is beautiful. I'm loving the effect of like using the blender to kind of push it in. It looks stunning. I definitely need to think about using my beauty blenders more often, and I'm loving these. I think definitely going to be something that I'm going to want backups of. I can tell that already. And then just going in with the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, what's it called? Velvet Finishing Powder. I love this. It looks so kind of bougie, luxurious packaging. And I'm just going to take my black sponge and I'm just going to kind of press the powder just into the rest of my face. So I never would have thought to use like the damp blender to apply powder, but it was actually Nikkia Joy, like watching her do it, that made me think, oh, okay, I need to give that a try, and it's looking good. Yeah, Nicole told me I would love this powder, and I don't know why I hadn't tried it sooner. The experience ordering from the website was really good. It shipped quickly. The only hold up was obviously flights, but I mean that's not on the brand, that's just there's been a lot of issues with flights out. There's not so many flights kind of going out from Australia apparently, but it didn't take anywhere near as long as I don't know what I thought it was gonna be like. I have no idea. It was my first time. Well, no, it wasn't my first time ordering from Australia, because I bought the Lucky Bunny Cosmetics palettes, so they came from Australia, didn't they? I'm super sad that that brand's closed down. Okay, my skin looks absolutely flawless. Oh, okay. Okay. This is one really nice powder. And the smell, I'm a sucker for things that smell nice. And it's like a vanilla smell. Beautiful. I think, if I recall, I'm sure there was one that had no scent, but I love scented products. So for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the BPerfect and Jossa bronzer. So it's for face and body, and it's the shade Mykonos. That's the shade here. I really like this. Oh, my skin just looks beautiful. Ooh. Have I found a new favourite powder? I'm hoping that it's not a fluke. And that, wow. Yeah, my skin just feels so smooth, and it looks it too. She has got these like chroma shift kind of pigments, and Nicole's got a few, and she was showing me on video call the other day, and they are stunning. So I think I'm definitely going to be, at some point in the not so distant future, just picking up some more bits from Nikkia Joy, because I found also over a certain amount, what was it? Was it $40? There was over a certain amount of money, and you got free shipping, and that's even kind of abroad. I was so impressed with that. Yeah, it's definitely one of the easiest brands I've found to order from, like that are, well, anywhere really. Okay, so for the under eyes, I am first going to go into Immortal. And I'm just taking just this little Morphe little pencil-y brush. It hasn't got a name or number. I'm going to take that right up against the lash line. I think I'm going to go in with a bit of Binks, just on that same brush, just the tiniest bit. Bring that right up on the outer part here, just to get that depth. And then just with this little fluffy Altitude Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go into Sarah. And I'm going to take Sarah right on the edge of the black to blend it out. I honestly, guys, I am just loving this palette. And then I'm going to take a bit of Danny, the purple there. I'm trying to use as many of these as possible. And I'm just going to just take that right on the very edge of the blue. And then back into Max. And I'm just going to take that all the way around the edge and over the top. Blending out so there's no harsh edges at all. I'm going to bring that underneath as well. Yeah, I've used 8 out of the 12 so far. Not bad going. Okay, so I think I'm going to go into Coven and just taking that on just a little Morphe pencil-y style brush, and I am going to give that a spray because I don't want any fallout, and then I'm going to take that along against the lash line. Nice. And then just a little bit of Binks, the black, just to kind of blend that, just blend the outer part there, so kind of gradient. Just taking the little fluffy brush I used for Sarah and Danny, I'm going into Max, and I'm just going to just bring that along the edge a bit more. And I'm going to go back into Immortal, which is the first shade? No, second shade I used. And I'm just going to take that back, just kind of between the black and the pink again. I think we kind of lost that a bit there. So I am going to go in with Spells, the green, and just taking that on a Morphe M149, and again giving that a spray so that there's no fallout. And I'm going to take that right in this just first section under my eye. Oh, Jace is snoring. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to go inner corner and brow bone highlight, and I'm going to use the VE Cosmetics Divine highlight to do the inner corner and brow bone. These highlighters from VE Cosmetics are amazing. I've got both of them now, the Divine and the Blood Moon, and I'm thinking I'm going to use both today. Like this one for the inner corner and brow bone highlight, and then the Blood Moon for my highlighter, my face highlighter. Yes, and then just taking a little bit, oh, maybe a bit more than a little bit, up onto my brow. You can never have too much highlight. Yeah, apologies if you can hear Jace snoring. He's laid on the sofa behind me. Shouldn't be too long, and then I should have my filming area sorted back upstairs. Yeah, for now we're still in my living room. And that's a nice highlight. Ooh, love that. I'm loving how this is looking. So I'm going to now nip off and finish my face, and then I will come back to show you the finished look. And yeah, if you want to see that, then don't go anywhere. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's definitely made me feel a bit better. rather than just sitting feeling sorry for myself. Again, apologies for the sound of my voice. It is what it is. I'll just let you know a few of the other bits I popped on my face. So let's go with eyes first. So the mascara I used was the Barry Feature Length Mascara. I've been really loving it. For my wing liner, I used one of the Juvia's Place, the Culture Duochrome Liquid Eyeshadow. I used the shade Ankara. I have been loving these. Beautiful. In my waterline, I used the SheGlam Chroma Zone multi-chrome gel liner. I used the shade Subliminal. There's 3 of these. I highly recommend them. I think they're amazing and super cheap. Where are we at now? My lashes. I received these lashes. They're from VE Cosmetics. I don't know what the size. It says 3D63. But I got a couple of pairs in a previous order I'd placed. She popped these in. So yeah, I thought I'd give them a try, and I think they look pretty nice. They're not as big as I usually go, but I think they look very pretty. So yes, that is those. My blush I went in with is from Poutnshout. It's Typhoid Mary, and this is the shade. Absolutely gorgeous. You all know what I think of Poutnshout blushes by now. They are my favourites. The highlighter I went in with, face highlighter, is the VE Cosmetics Blood Moon highlight. Oh, it is absolutely stunning. I love both the highlighters from VE Cosmetics. They're so beautiful, and I'm so happy to have both of them. For my lips, I used the lip liner from P.Louise in the shade Loyal, and then I went on the middle part with the Melt Matte Lipstick in the shade On The Go, shade here. I love these Melt Bullet lipsticks. They're so good, so good. Oh god, this palette, I still can't believe it took me so long to pick it up, but that colour story is absolutely amazing, and there's only those 2 shades I haven't used yet. So yeah, just Salem and Mary. Sorry, my voice is going. So yeah, just the 2 shades, Salem and Mary, that I haven't used yet. Oh my god, I had so much fun playing with this. I really enjoy it. I am definitely going to be doing more just chilled, get ready with me, using makeup I already own, or, you know, palettes that aren't necessarily new. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's definitely made me feel better. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. If you've liked this, please do give it a like. If you are new and you love to see colourful makeup and indie brands, because mostly on my channel I try to use indie brands because that's really where my heart lies. So yeah, if that all sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do hit the subscribe button. Come and join my beautiful chameleon family. It would be wonderful to have you along for the ride. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.